Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is you're actually watching the vlog. And I've just realized I've started another vlog by coming down the stairs. Doesn't matter. Anyways, welcome back to the vlog. So today's video is all about what kind of... It's a bit loud. Today's video is all about what kind of training I do specifically for the bike indoors. So a lot of the training that I do at the moment is based around intervals, uphill intervals, and there's like, it's based around the wattage that I basically put out, the power output that I put out while I'm on the bike. A lot of that is very, very structured training. And when you're actually trying to do that outdoors or outside, it becomes a little bit more difficult, purely because of the like, you know, you're competing for space with cars and pedestrians and everything else. So what I'm trying to do as best as possible is to replicate a near perfect training environment, and how I do that is with an indoor trainer. 2, 3, 4 sessions a week, an easy ride, 2 really structured sessions, and then a long ride Saturday. Today is Monday, easy ride day. Before I do that, I'm just gonna have a pre-training snack. Now, I appreciate it's a bit basic. Smashed avocado with some tomatoes on some thins, but it's bloody good. Never question the basics. So Mondays is all about a recovery ride. 40 minutes, go out, spin the legs, just kind of try and recover from the really hard training on the weekend. So typically I'll be doing the brick session, which is the long ride and a run on the Saturday, followed by 10 plus miles on the Sunday. That's of running, so long run Sundays. Mondays is just a nice spin for the legs, gentle recovery, get out on the bike, enjoy the views, enjoy where you live. So I haven't got the bike computer going. You can probably hear my watch going off. But also for me, it's a bit of a scope. Get out, scope the areas, scope the new roads, see what's good to ride on. So I know the question exists, if this is a video about an indoor trainer, why am I outdoors right now, or why am I starting the video outdoors? And I think that brings my first point, which is I'll only ever use an indoor trainer if I really need to. So if the session is so structured, or if the weather is absolutely outrageous, yeah, I'm gonna be on it. But if it's like this, then definitely take the opportunity to go outside. Enjoy the weather, enjoy the views. And that's it, that's Monday. And it's true to some extent. The purpose of an indoor trainer is really to get you to dial in and focus on those really technical sessions where the intervals are very, very specific, or the workout itself is very, very specific. And I think that's where it has amazing functionality, because it gives you the ability to do that completely safe without there being any risk of you, any kind of surrounding traffic, any interruptions, nothing like that. What it takes away, obviously, is being outside, is kind of enjoying being on the bike, going around, and the monotonous hours and hours and hours you do over winter pays off when the weather's decent or dry enough and safe enough for you to be able to go out there. So I think so long as you have the opportunity, you go out there, but when you don't, you train indoors. So Monday's done, recovery ride is done, tomorrow Tuesday, and 1 hour and 15 minutes coming up. Decent session tomorrow, so catch up then. So welcome back to the vlog. Today is Tuesday and we have 1 hour and 15 on the bike. So hopped onto the indoor trainer today. Why? The reason is today's workout's quite specific. So it is intervals, it is quite specific. It's a threshold pyramid session, which is like 3 10-minute sets. The way that it works is a typical 15-minute warm-up to start with, but then you ramp up in 3 sets. So you've got 2 minutes at 80%, 2 minutes at 90%, 1 minute at 95%, and then you go back down again with a 5-minute recovery. So because of that ramping up and down, and because you're aiming for these specific zones, whether it's heart rate zones or specific power output, it's best to kind of do this indoors. Apologies about the state of my hand, I've just noticed that. Problems with dealing with a bike, really should clean it. Yeah, it's best to do it indoors because it's easier for you to focus on the session. It's easier for you to focus on the screen, the power output, without also having to compete with the attention of the road, the traffic, pedestrians, anything else like that as well. So that's today's session, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Also, Maggie's challenge is going well. Saturday ride this weekend, we did 30 miles. Yesterday was nice and short, just a 40-minute easy ride, so it was just 8 miles. Right, so 2 minutes left of this initial warm-up, 15 minutes in total, then we'll get stuck into the proper session. That's the warm-up finishing. Right, first set, 2 minutes, around 85%. And here we have, I think, what I'd say is the first advantage of the indoor trainer is it takes your cadence, it takes your effort that you're putting into the bike, and the magnets and everything else in the back unit generates that enough resistance. So whatever you're putting out, you're actually generating enough power to meet those zones. And that's what I like about it, is you just put the effort in, that does all the thinking for you, that'll replicate the resistance, and the power output will show up. I use a head unit, so I just use the computer. It's really easy to use something like Zwift, but yeah, for me, more the basic, the better. Probably not good for viewing purposes, but actually when it comes to training, just enables you to focus, listen to some music, get the work done. Right, that is the first 2 minute set done. We're now going into the 1 minute set. Effort starts to get higher, back down again, and then a rest. Right. First set done, resting off now into the second and third. Spicy on this. Truth be told, what I don't like about the bike sessions is that when you actually read it on paper, it doesn't look too bad. Get on, and then you start spinning. Legs start to get a little bit warm, and then you realise what the session's all about. It just tricks you, it's quite deceiving. But at the same time it's good because you've still got a workout in, and you still actually put a lot of effort in. When you thought it was going to be easy, it's a bit mentally challenging as well, and I like that. Especially like, it just helps release a lot of stress from work and all this kind of stuff. And for me, that's what training is. It's just a really good hour, 2 hours in the day where you can just take your mind off of everything else and just take it out on a machine, take it out on a bike, take it out on your run, and just blow up some steam.
really good about these bike sessions is that, yeah, you can go on some steam and get some kilometers in. As we get stuck into week 2 of Maggie's, I'll do a little bit of a progress report later on in this video of how many kilometers I've done this week. But it's going good. It's not easy to get the mileage in, but what I'm finding is that with the indoor smart trainer, and well, with the indoor trainer in general, it's proving like a lot easier to actually get the mileage in. It doesn't really matter what the weather's like outside. I'm doing the training anyway, so that's a plus. It makes it a little bit easier for me to get on the bikes and do the distance. But if for any reason I have to jump on the indoor trainer or I need some extra Ks, yeah, I jump on this thing. So far, so good. Really enjoying it, but again, I'm still in the early half of the challenge, so check back in with me after that. Right, session 2 of the week done, or better yet, 3 technically. Long ride on Saturday, the recovery ride yesterday, and now this one with 1 more to go. 25.2 miles on this, so I'll do a bit of a proper roundup of how I've done throughout the week, but yeah, not bad. 1 hour and 4 minutes out of the 15. Cool. All right, next clip, I'll be going after Thursday session, so we'll check in then and also do a bit more of a debrief and kind of a bit more of a deep dive into the unit itself, into the trainer. So, welcome back to the vlog. Thursday, quick bike session. Finish this off and then we'll catch up and talk a little bit more about the actual indoor trainer. 1 hour and 15 minutes coming up. Get some extra kilometers in the tank. Catch up afterwards. Okay, so that is training done this week and checking up on the mileage. 27.4 miles on Saturday. 8.7 on Monday. And then we had Tuesday's ride, and that was 25.2. And then we had today's, which was 25.25, which gives us a total of 83.8. What's 83.8 miles in kilometers?
That would be 134.86 kilometers.
So what I'm going to do is do the math and kind of just do a bit of a run in total into next week's video, or the start of next week's video, which is going to be this Saturday's long ride and then kind of the week into that. So I think first week was around 150, now we're on about 134, so well into halfway at this point, which is really, really good, because while I'm filming this, it is the 13th of August, so halfway through the challenge, not halfway through the month yet, so that's good. That's exactly where I want to be. So let's catch up about the Elite trainer. So the trainer that I've got is the Elite SUITO. The thing with these trainers is it's a direct drive trainer, so you've got the bike actually mounted directly on there, and it's just much better experience. The wheel is heavier, which kind of replicates what it's like to be on the road. And training in general, getting some miles in for a challenge like this, let's face it, the weather isn't always like that in Wales or in the UK in general. So having a unit like this to train in indoors is absolutely brilliant. You know what? It's only been about 8 months since I've had it. Probably got it around December, January time, and now it's August as I film this. Putting quite a bit of mileage, and in terms of getting the bike on there, getting the chain on there, really, really easy to do, really, really straightforward. I haven't had any issues with it. I mean, the cabling in the back is a European two plug cable, so I just needed to buy a converter for that. But generally speaking, it's actually been really, really useful and really, really beneficial to have. Bike just clips on. You can use anything with it, anything that's got Bluetooth. So for me, I use the bike computer that I've got, tiny little unit, kind of goes on the head of on the handlebars. And I just use that to tell me what to do, tell me what power output I'm doing, and tell me exactly what the workout looks like. Maybe I'll do a bit of a review on that one as well. But they link together through Bluetooth. It can talk to your laptop, to your phone, get you going on Zwift, any kind of digital training or game simulations or anything like that as well. So really good for that. And then everything that I've got, so the Garmin unit, my heart rate monitor, all kind of links into the computer. All the data is stored on one place. Oh, battery's running low. The battery ran out, and well, yeah, it's now another day, and I'm getting ready to film next week's vlog. But just to sign this vlog off as well, just to say, yeah, the unit, like, for me was just a really, really good investment. Definitely got what I wanted to get out of it, in terms of a unit to be able to exercise indoors, avoid the weather, but also just kind of get mileage in and get some good training in. But yeah, that's kind of the Elite SUITO. The only thing I'd add, last but not least, is that these legs here do fold in, and then this whole thing becomes just a flat unit. And that is really, really beneficial if you're living in a smaller space. So when we were living in the flat, that thing folding flat and then going into the cupboard, into just a cupboard, was really, really beneficial, because it was just all in one place. It was out of the way, and then you didn't have it taking up space. If it's worth it or not, if cycling is going to be something you're going to stick to for a long time, and you know that you love the sport and you want to train in it, get better in it, and then eventually obviously grow in that sport, then definitely something that's worth your investment. But yeah, that's my opinion on the SUITO. I really think it's a great unit to have. I really think it's good to use as a little exercise, as an exercise unit, but also indoor training when the weather goes crap. But yeah, that's this week's vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave any comments or questions below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have enjoyed this vlog, do leave a like. Right, we'll catch you next week.